I'm Nadine, the founder of Throdle, and I'm here at Goodwood Festival of Speed. Today is the first day of the 4-day event on the Thursday. It's just opened up. The grounds actually opened up at 7 o'clock in the morning where it was just raining. So now everyone's starting to come out. And as you can see over here, we've got the Sky Sports little arena, but we also have this thing that is called the pit lane. And as you look over here, a lot of them are actually closed, so they're starting to clean up the cars to get them ready. To the behind me, you see the M-Town, which is really the BMW Center, where we're gonna see a lot of their cars on display. In the back here with the bales of hay is the hill climb, which you get to see a lot of the cars zooming up, a lot of the supercars that are coming out. And over here to the left, we see a lot of the older vintage type of racing cars. So it's gonna be an awesome day, so stay with us. What we're taking a look here at is the racing car that Jackie Stewart, who is one of the most notable Scottish racers, won and drove to victory 4 times, winning his 3rd world championship, one that was marred by tragedy. So what we're taking a look at here is a lot of the rally cars and also the Lancia Stratos, the Lancia Rally E, the Lancia Delta, and they've got this beautiful Martini livery on it. And they've grouped them by from 1970s over to 1980s. So this Lancia LC2 is a 2.6 liter V8 turbocharged. It's got a little bit of history to it in that it did actually win the 1985 Spa 1,000 kilometer, but it was cut short because it actually crashed and actually killed the driver, Stefan Beloff, at the time. Let's go check out the Mclaren tent, because behind me on my left, we've got the beautiful 765 Longtail, then we're gonna move over to the GT, and then of course we're gonna see the P1. And what they've really got on display is the new Artura, which is gonna be awesome. And we also hear that Daniel Ricciardo is gonna show up on Saturday, and Lando Norris is gonna be here on Sunday. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss them. But they do have Lando Norris's car, the one that he drove in the Monaco Grand Prix, which he placed 3rd on the podium, and we're gonna go take a look. Right now we're here in the Cartier sponsored area, where they've arranged a lot of rings by decades. So when you first come in, you get to see the 50s, and that's the fins of the 50s, which is the Packard and the beautiful Cadillacs. They move over to the 60s, which is the timeless classics of the Jaguar E-Type, which is pretty cool. Then they move over to the 70s, which is the cutting wedges. So you've got the Di Tommaso Pantera, the Lotus Esprit S1, you've got a stunning Lamborghini Countach, and also a Ferrari 365. And my personal favorite, the Gull Wing Extravaganza. Now, unfortunately, none of their doors are actually up, but you've got the very iconic Mercedes 300 SL and the beautiful Pagani Huayra 760 VR. So right now we are here at the BMW Electric Boulevard, where they are showcasing all of their electric vehicles. We start off with the i3, then we move on to the i4, and then the pinnacle, the i10. They even have an i10-3, which is really cool, but most importantly, if you check out on the very top there, you can see that back in 1969, BMW chose to do 2 electric vehicles, and they were choosing that based on the BMW 2 Series. And you've got there the 1972. So for those of you who are wondering, we're here at Goodwood, where are all the British automakers? Well, we've got one right behind us, Rolls-Royce. And of course, what do they have on display? Well, they've got the Cullinan with the suicide doors, the Wraith, the Phantom, the Ghost, and of course, the Dawn. So we just watched a bunch of the supercars come back from the hill climb. And right now, behind me, we've got a lot of the drifting cars. The Drift Count event is gonna start at about 4:15, but right now they're parked, so we've got a beautiful view of some Nissan Silvias, some GTRs, the R33, R34. And a couple years ago, Ken Block was here showing off his drifting moves, so hopefully we'll see who comes out next. Cool. So before we head over the bridge, we've now come to the Supercar Paddock, where everything you can imagine, from the Lotus Evija, from all your Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and the one that seems to be taking a lot of attention today is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. So one notable car that was missing was the Koenigsegg Jesko. The spot was there, but it wasn't there. So I was wondering, where is the Koenigsegg? Well, we couldn't find the Jesko, but we did find the Regera. Jen, this is your first time at Goodwood, so what do you think?
It is, and I really thought the classics would be the thing to grab my attention, but the new Lotus Emira is absolutely amazing. It looks like a, dare I say, proper supercar, and it's actually relatively affordable.
Well, compared to £2 million,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's affordable. And Shan, what do you think about it?
Oh, the car is beautiful. So much nicer to see in the flesh. Yeah. I think Lotus have really got it right. They've listened to what the customers want, the price point, the finishing, and no doubt it will drive amazingly because Lotuses do drive amazingly. It wasn't meant to be the highlight of my show, but it really is. And looking at the people, the queues are insane. People are paying deposits constantly. Yeah. I think they'll struggle to meet demand for this car. Just before we go, lovely single lady here who would love an Evija. So if you guys, any single guys out there want to put a deposit down, you could catch yourself one of these, £2 million, and you get a free Nadine. Amazing.
Wow, that's great. That's better than feeding me. I'd take an Evija any day.
Great.
Well, you certainly can't have a BMW tent without seeing the Porsche tent pretty much really close to it. So what do they have? Well, they've got the beautiful Taycan, they've got a 911 GT3 right behind me, and we've got some other great cars and a shop if you want to buy some of their gear. And to continue on with the British automakers, we've got Jaguar, we've got Range Rover, and we've got the Mini Coopers over there, and they're all carrying on the theme of the electric vehicle. Okay guys, now you've got to turn up the volume, because how many of you would like to go drifting in a Jaguar driving experience where you go with a professional driver right around this pit? Hey guys, so I hope you had a great time joining us today at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. We've got a long journey back to London, so we're gonna head out now. And we'll catch you next time as Throdle's fueling connections and driving experiences.